Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Greg McCloskey from ForexLive.com. This is a Kickstart video. Today's date is May 7, 2024. In the Kickstart video, I take a look at three of the major currency pairs: the euro versus US dollar, the dollar versus yen, and sterling versus US dollar. So let's get started. Looking at the euro versus US dollar, the price action today, this is a 4-hour chart, by the way. The price action has been to the down and more recently moving back to the upside. The move back to the upside is happening because the price fell into this area right through here where we had different swing highs here forming this ceiling. The price moved down. The price then moved up and moved down again. It wasn't until Friday during the U.S. jobs report then the price was able to extend not only above the 200 bar moving average on the 4-hour chart, that's the green line right here, but also these ceiling area right through here. And as you can see, the price ended up staying above that level on the corrective move right here. And in trading here today, the market was also found support against this area right through here and ahead of the 200 bar moving average on the 4-hour chart, along with the 38.2% retracement of the move down from the high price right here to the low price right here, that 38.2% retracement, and 200 bar moving average comes in at 1.07458. So we talked about this level yesterday as being the level that we need to get to and through on the downside to increase the bearish bias. We weren't able to do. Instead, we found support buyers ahead of that level against that old ceiling level here, and the price is starting to move back to the upside. So buyers and sellers are still continuing the battle, but the support did hold most recently in this currency pair. On the top side, the next major target probably comes up here against the 50% retracement along with the 200-day moving average. 50% of that same move to the downside comes in at 1.07906. The 200-day moving average comes in at 1.07946. And then we have this swing area up to 1.08036. So you can, put a 13 pip range up there between 1.0790 and 1.0803 as the target resistance. Admittedly, on Friday, the price did extend above that area, above all this cluster of resistance, but quickly moved right back to the downside and started to use that 200-day moving average as resistance right here before moving to the downside. So it's pretty obvious the support and resistance in this currency pair. We are trading in the middle of it, but the last thing they did was find support buyers against the lower area. So that's the probably the advantage right now in this currency pair. Let's take a look at the dollar versus yen next, and again we'll look at the 4-hour chart for this currency pair. And of course, what we saw on Friday, the sharp move to the downside, was that the price came down to the old ceiling through here. That ceiling came around the 151, 90 to 93, 95 area until it broke to the upside on this day right here and didn't return to it until last Friday when the price off of the jobs report came down to it, found support buyers and bounced back higher. In trading yesterday, the price moved back above the 200 bar moving average on the 4-hour chart, also moved above the 50% midpoint of this move to the upside from the March low to the April high. That 50% came in at 153.34. The 200 bar moving average on the 4-hour chart is right around that level, and the buyers came in against that level or bought the price up, retraced down to that level, found support buyers are now pushing up to this next swing area between 154.42 and 154.87. Also above there is the broken 38.2% retracement and the 100 bar moving average on the 4-hour chart. So we're sort of in a resistance area right now with but that resistance area can extend all the way up toward the 155-ish type level for this currency pair. So be aware, be prepared. Let's take a look at the hourly chart just to see where we stand in that. And as you can see, the price here's that swing area that we're looking at, along with the 38.2% retracement up there. And you can see that we're just moving above the 100-hour moving average. The price is, if the price can stay above that level, 154.348. That would be the best case scenario for the buyers to continue the rise to the upside to the broken 38.2, and then look toward the 200-hour moving average at 155.56 up there. But there's a lot of room between here 55 and 88, and then broken 38.2% retracement. But in the short term, watch this 100-hour moving average and trading today. If it can hold above that level, that's more bullish for the dollar versus yen. Finally, let's take a look at the sterling versus US dollar. And again, we'll look at the 4-hour chart, and I'll draw my box around that old value area here. Admittedly, got a little, we traded above and below this value area, but most of the price action, this is a 4-hour chart, so each of these horizontal lines represents a week. So that's a number of weeks where the price was mostly in between this area. And trading last week, the price moved up into that area, but then has rotated back to the downside. Note here that the high price from yesterday's trade, again, this is the 4-hour chart, came in and found resistance sellers against the low of that value area, also against the 50% retracement of this move to the downside. So that was more bearish and helped to push the price lower in trading here today. Yes, the price today has a move below the two moving averages, including the 200-day moving average and the 200-bar moving average on the 4-hour chart near 125.46. 46, yeah, and we are currently trading at 125.48, so just above those two moving averages. So there is some stall, even though the price moved below those levels, to go further to the downside. But this area is going to be a key barometer in trading here today. Is if the price can stay above it, then we could probe more to the upside. If the price moves below it, the next target to get to and through would be the broken 38.2% retracement line. That level comes in at 1.25255, and you can see that the corrective low on Friday held support against that level, and the low price in trading here today also held support against that level. So be aware of that level at 1.2525. So that's my Kickstart video where I take a look at 3 of the major currency pairs. My name is Greg Michalowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.